All right, folks, today we are doing a most needed oil change on this 2023 Gen 5 3.6 liter Ram Bighorn. I'm going to start it up and run it for a few minutes and back it up so we're on a little flatter ground and see what we need. All right, I started it up for a few minutes, let the oil warm up a little bit so we can get as most out as possible. And right in there, that is your oil filter. I think it's a 24 millimeter you need to take that off. The green dot always seems to be pointing to the passenger side, so I think that's where we're gonna want to end up when we're torquing it down. Grab some tools and let's get this out. All right, we are under the vehicle, and right there is your oil pan. And that is the nut you want to take out, or the bolt. Your oil pan bolt. I believe it is a 13 millimeter. Gonna unscrew that after we open up the oil up top, so we make sure we get all of it out. All right, so couldn't find a 24 millimeter, so I got a 15/16 ratchet going down to the top of the oil filter cap. And we're just gonna unscrew it. All right, so we use that to get that out. This is what you're left with. So it just clicks in and out. That filter looks kind of gross. Only got 13,000 miles on it, but oil probably hasn't even been changed, who knows. You grab the new one, put the new filter in. You got to change this O-ring. So I'm gonna grab a screwdriver, take this O-ring off, put the new O-ring on, put the new filter in, clean this up a little bit with a rag. All right, here's the new O-ring, new filter. I got a K&N 7026 for this. Now I'm going to clean up that oil filter cap, get the new ring on, put the filter in, then we'll move underneath. All right, we got our oil pan set up. This is how you know engineers don't work on cars, because that drain plug is right above your stabilizer and your front undercarriage, your engine mount, and it's going to drip all over that. So we're going to catch as much as we can. I put a rag down just for the hell of it, but come on, they could have just put it in the back. They could have done something different. Good old engineers. So I'm gonna get a 13 millimeter, take that out, and drain the oil. There's the new filter in the housing, new O-ring on the bottom, new O-ring on the top. Left the hole open so it drains easy, and let's drain this oil. All right, this is something I like to put in as the oil is draining. I got one of these quick oil change things. Basically, just has a cap that you remove, and then this screws in, and you got this nice little oil thing. And the more you screw it in, it opens up a little ball valve, check valve in there, and drains the oil a little nicer. Then you're not taking something in and out of the oil pan 700 times. So I'm gonna lube up this O-ring just a little bit. Lube this up a little bit and install this. All right, we got the new drain plug in there. Right there, you can kind of see it. Yep. That was a 15/16 to get it in there. Got it in nice and tight, and now I never have to take that out again. Well, unless something breaks. Easy oil changes from here on out. All right, you can see we got the oil filter back in there with the cap, green dot facing passenger. Now we got took the engine oil cap off. Got our funnel there, and it calls for 5 quarts, so I'm probably gonna do 4.5 and check it. I just went with Valvoline 0W20, API approved. It was cheap, supposedly good. I know people get super into their oils, but I got a lot of mechanic friends that just say, you know, make sure it's API and 020 and get the one that's on sale. So let's fill this bad boy up. All right, I'm on pretty flat ground. Put the oil cap back on. I put about 4.5 quarts in. Calls for 5. I'm gonna start it up, let it run for a few minutes on some level ground, and then let it sit for a few minutes so the oil goes all down to the pan. Then I'll check the oil and fill as needed. All right, so I started and stopped the engine a couple times, checked the oil. It was a little low on the low end of the hash mark, so I put the whole 5 quarts in, and it's right up to the top. It should be pretty good. And now I'll show you how to reset the oil life. Without starting, you want to put it in the on position. You want to hit your down arrow. Oh, vehicle info. Oil life is at 25%, which I don't think so, but I'm going to hold OK. Oil life, I'm going to press and hold, reset 100%. So again, you go to vehicle info, push left or right until you get to oil life, and hold the OK button, and that will reset your oil life to 100%. Let's go. All right, that wraps up the oil change on the 3.6 Ram 1500. Got all my suspension, my Bilstein in, the new tires, new rims. I want to get rid of these steps and get the automatic ones, but they're super expensive, so I'm trying to see what I can do about that. Buy some used ones and piece them together. And then I want to black out all the badging and everything. I got a new grill for here. Picked this up off Facebook Marketplace for $100. Paint matched front grill, but I want to change out the mesh from this grill because I like the mesh better. So I'm going to put this mesh in with the black letters, and then all the chrome will be paint matched. And then I got to get a paint matched upper radiator cover, and then I don't know if I'm gonna I might just wrap the bumpers black. That might look cool. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna put this old oil into this 5 quart gallon thing that I use to fill the truck with and bring it down to my buddy's shop. And if you got any questions, feel free to ask, comment, like, subscribe. It would really help out the channel, me and the kiddos, and hope you're having a good day. Do it yourself. Save some money.